Yung mga books na yan ay binibigay sa ating mga kabataan, lalo na yung very early age. Paano ba yung proseso dyan? Meron bang book council or board na nagpo-process niyan, nagche-check ng grammar,
Meron bang book guard?
nagche-check kung politically correct ba siya, baka mamaya racist o sexist, no? May mga ganun ba na mga board na gumagawa niyan?
Meron po tayong mga standards, no? At yun yung kinikilala, no? Kaya nga po, may mga nag-aaral ng reading as a course or as a cognate in education. Ano po yung kakayahang magbasa ng bata as a beginning reader, middle school reader. So may ganun po tayong pag-aaral. Kaya nga po may mga libro na may mga suggested reading audience kung pang anong edad itong libro na to. Kasama po yung vocabulary, the word count, even the text or even the illustration and the layout. Meron po yung pinagdadaan ng editorial process. Sa amin po, sa Aklat Alangnig, what we do is ensure that the children, we have kid testing.
Kailangan may testing muna, parang pilot testing kumbaga.
So, I think yung librong ito, hindi talaga siya dumaan sa kid testing. Kasi maraming komento mula sa publiko, mula sa vocabulary, mula sa paggamit ng imahe at iba pa. So, ito talaga po ay concrete example ng hindi gustong dumaan sa editorial scrutiny nag-produce ng children's book.
Of course, you know what we're talking about, yung isang kaibigan na libro ni VP Sara. The first question that came to our minds the other day when the whole hullabaloo broke out was, teka, si VP Sara wrote a children's book. Well, we didn't know that she could do that. Well, obviously anybody can do that, but wala bang qualifications for somebody to write a children's book and have government fund it?
Yes. May proseso ba dyan, ma'am, about yung mga books na yan ay binibigay sa ating mga kabataan, lalo na yung very early age? Paano ba yung proseso dyan? Meron bang book council or board na nagpo-process niyan, nagche-check ng grammar,
Meron bang book guard?
Nagche-check kung politically correct ba siya, no? Baka mamaya racist o sexist, no? May mga ganun ba na mga board na gumagawa niyan?
Maraming salamat po sa oportunidad na may talakay yung panitikang pambata o children's literature. Una pong dapat nating i-correct or ituwid na kaisipan tungkol sa panitikang pambata na ito ay madaling isulat na teksto or panitikan. Tandaan po natin, ito yung unang tekstong may encounter ng bata, ng tao.
Yes.
Ito yung nag-set standards at ito rin yung marami siyang role na na-impose din throughout history.
Very formative stage yan. Very formative. No?
Yes, opo. So, bilang values, even the cognitive development of children are included also. Kumbaga, meron siyang ganoong burden ang children's book production. Kaya, dun po papasok yung, even, I think, in social media, it's everywhere, na dinidiscuss even the educators, the reading advocates, are approaching this topic as something that we have to really take seriously, seryosohin natin dahil usapin ito kung paano natin pinapahalagahan yung pagbabasa at yung kalidad ng binabasa ng mga bata. So, gaya po ng tanong yung kanina, meron po tayong mga standards, at yun yung kinikilala, Kaya nga po, may mga nag-aaral ng reading, yung mga nag-aaral po ng reading as a course or as a cognate in education, ano po yung kakayahang magbasa ng bata as a beginning reader, as a middle school reader. So, may ganun po tayong pag-aaral. Kaya nga po may mga libro na may mga suggested reading audience kung pang anong edad itong libro na to. So, kasama po yung vocabulary, the word count, even the text or even the illustration and the layout. Meron po yung pinagdadaan ng editorial process. At depende po ito doon sa publication or publishing house. Sa amin po, sa Aklat Alangnig, what we do is that we ensure that the children, we have kid testing. The children read the manuscript or at least the mock-up book print.
Okay.
Para mag-comment sila. Ay, sorry. That's it.
No, good. Okay, we understand. Kailangan may testing muna, parang pilot testing kumbaga. Yes, ma'am. Yes, go ahead. We want to hear you first.
Kasi sila naman yung primary consumer ng text or ng libro. So, we have thinking na medyo dapat kailangan guided sila. We are they should be. But again, sila naman yung magka-classify if may something na may salita silang hindi naiintindihan or may mga hindi align yung image dun sa text. So, magbibigay sila ng comment. So, I think yung librong ito, hindi talaga siya dumaan sa kid testing. Kasi ang daming komento mula sa publiko, mula sa vocabulary, mula doon sa paggamit ng imahe at iba pa. So, ito talaga po ay concrete example ng hindi gustong dumaan sa editorial scrutiny ng mga nag-produce ng children's book.
Ma'am, teka, let me drill down on that. Can you cite examples? I think that's really very interesting. Coming from an expert on the matter. No, but you are you publish. I mean, that's already layers beyond what we have right now. Can you give us examples? For example, you cited among other things vocabulary, images, and so on down the line. Could you break it down for us?
Yes. Sa cognitive development ng bata, meron siyang mga bilang na salita na kaya lang iproseso. Yun yung sinasabi kanina nung nakausap yung former NBTP
yes, ma'am.
officer, may mga words lang, And the images and the colors, we also consider that if we ask the children, if it's like, for example, we had the book before na ang comment ng bata is, bakit ganun yung mata? Nade-disturb sila sa size or sa image ng mata. So, may nakikita tayong matatanda na sa atin, na-process na natin. Pero sila, hindi pa sila nakakarating doon eh. So, we also take that in consideration. May mga pag-aaral tayo on reading na na-establish na natin. But, umuulad kasi yung reading process ng tao o ng bata natin sa kasalukuyan. So, kaya mahalaga na sumasabay din yung pag-test natin. So, yung kid testing, Kasi may mga, bagong mga conventions in reading. So, like, for now, involve ang mga bata sa technology. So, they have more access to words, terms that are very medyo advanced, for their age. So, may consideration tayo na paggamit ng salita. That's why, binanggit ko kanina, na yung word count or text heaviness, may kailangan din tingnan dito sa libro na to, yung text heaviness, kung ano yung kayang i-consume or basahin ng bata sa isang pahina. Yun. So, ang punto doon ay kailangan aralin, At kung maglalabas ka ng children's book, ay dapat inaaral mo yung proseso. Inaaral mo rin, at hindi lang ikaw, You take on experts also na alam yung buong production. So, as I said, I think I heard it. The book is 8 spreads, It's 16 pages.
Yes,
I don't know if the auxiliary pages are included, but it is text heavy, That's for one. It's text heavy. And number 2, the images also, pwede siyang mapaunlad. So I think mapapaunlad siya if binuksan nila yung space for workshop. That's what we call in writing, The writers always do workshop to improve the text. And for this case, this is a children's book. Images also must be workshop. And I think ang Ilustrador ng Kabataan, it's an organization for the illustrators. They do workshops for illustrators also. So, kumbaga, this is not an easy, yun yung gusto nating i-clear na punto dito. Hindi siya madali, At hindi siya yung mula lang dahil gusto mong maging mesaya o magbigay ng tumulong para magbasa sa mga bata. Hindi yun automatic.